we are gonna be unboxing the MacBook Neo, and we have a special guest. This is Mochi. She's gonna be hanging out with us as we unbox this freaking icon. We also have Dolce back there sunbathing. I've been waiting for this all freaking day. As you can see, the sun is setting. It is like past 6 o'clock. This is the brand new, first of its kind MacBook Neo. This is Apple's new budget MacBook, and today we are unboxing the cheapest option possible because I want to put her to the test and see. Yes, she is cute, but can it actually do everything that you want to do on an actual MacBook? Here's a look at the box, and as you can see, you have this beautiful pink MacBook on the front, and the color is looking very blush. It even says MacBook Neo on the side, and it kind of has like this metallic look to it. The pull tabs on this one are very heavy duty and super satisfying. I'm like so nervous actually. No, it's like the typical influencer, like I'm so scared. Now here she is, the beautiful MacBook Neo. The unboxing experience was so satisfying. I love how they put this little pink hello on the tab. As you can see, the color is gorgeous. Nothing hits like a fresh Apple product. Inside the box, we have what looks like an iPhone charger and this pamphlet, but sadly no Apple stickers. Here's the specs of the MacBook, and girl, I was not expecting it to be so light. Let's try that again. Now that we have it unboxed, I did not expect it to be this freaking cute. 10 out of 10 on the color. This is what the girlies asked for. It is also surprisingly really light. So if you were bringing this to school or work in a bag, you would not feel weighed down by this at all. Like, this is such a nice weight. And the keyboard is color matched, so it might look white on camera, but it's actually a very soft light pink. It's like they took the regular iMac keyboard and gave it like maybe 5% pink in the color. If you guys remember the iPhone 6 Plus from like 2015, it kind of looks like the rose gold color. I think I've rambled enough about the color, but I just want to get it across, like this is the perfect pink. This actually has the same chip as the iPhone 16 Pro, but my hypothesis is that this is going to run things really well and it's going to surprise people because honestly, Apple doesn't put out bad products. I don't care what anybody says. Is it not so cute in my setup? Like I'm losing my mind over this. Okay, let's check her out. Alrighty, let's get our Ariana Grande sleeves on. Here is Mrs. MacBook Neo. Shout out to you too, girl. This really is such a satisfying experience. The trackpad is very bouncy.
Press Command F5 now to turn it on and set up your Mac.
Girl, what?
If you would like to learn how to use VoiceOver to set up your Mac, press the Escape key.
No. No. We are gonna set up as new because I like doing that with all my Apple products. Now we're just gonna update to the latest software real quick, and luckily we can edit. Okay, it's asking again for our country, so I guess we have to redo that part. It's asking us to redo everything. And now we're gonna make a Mac account. Let's do Sophia White. What a beautiful notification. And we are in Get Started. Here's how the computer looks right when you bought it. Say you robbed the Apple store. Don't do that. This is what you would get. Or you can just buy it like a normal person. First, what I think we need to do is make this look a little bit less stock. I'm not gonna go crazy, but I do wanna kind of customize the icons. So let's just go ahead and make everything pink, obviously. Theme pink, text highlight color, pink, icons tinted, and we are gonna match it. Let's go ahead and make it lighter. We are on the MacBook Neo, chip Apple A18 Pro, 8GB memory. It is running macOS Tahoe. So now what? Guys. I'm just kidding. It's the next day and I am here with the MacBook Neo to report my findings. Starting with the camera and microphone, so I used Photo Booth here to actually test this out. I cannot believe they still use that sound effect. Hi, here is a test of the MacBook Neo camera and microphone. It looks pretty decent. I mean, my lighting is trash. Maybe if I add some better lighting. Guys, this is so ridiculous. I'm using both of my phones to make lights. Lights, camera, action, ladies. Lights, camera, action. Oh my god, that's so ridiculous. I just want to get a cute picture. It was pretty much what you would expect from MacBook quality. It's nothing crazy, but it is acceptable. Now for the speakers, they are not the best. They're very small on the sides of the MacBook. They sound okay, but they're definitely worse compared to my MacBook Pro. If you just watch this video until the end, I guarantee that you will leave with a brand new iPad. They're definitely acceptable, but they're just not like, wow, that sounds really good. The test that everybody is doing is the Sims 4, so I obviously had to do that too. I am a huge Sims player. I've been playing since I was like 5 years old, so that is something that is very important to me as well. And I can agree that this game runs really smoothly on the MacBook Neo. I kind of thought it was going to be stuttering, but I had my settings set to ultra with the edge smoothing on, and it still ran really well. It had moments of being a little bit laggy, but honestly nothing crazy. For this test, I made a sim and I named her MacBook Neo, and I made her all pink to match the theme. And then I moved her into a house and I decided, you know what, let's make something. Let's cook something, see if it lags at all, and it didn't, but my sim caught the house on fire. Oh shit. That is just classic Sims, so I'd say that gets an A+. We also visited the Apple store in The Sims, and as you can see, there is a little bit of lag, but like I said, I'm on ultra graphics settings. And I know another question you might have is, does it work with mods though? So I have a pretty big mods folder. I did go ahead and install that from my iMac, and when I loaded up the game to play with mods, it would not run. I think it's because my mods are outdated, and as I was trying to close the game, the entire thing just froze up. Again, it could have been the mods, but the Mac did freeze up and it was just not having it. Honestly, if you're gonna play The Sims or any kind of heavy game on the MacBook Neo, I would recommend having like an external SSD, because to my next point, this computer only has 2 storage options and they're both pretty low. I have the 256GB model. Already, as you can see, I've already used up a lot of the storage. I really feel like in this day and age, every computer should be at least 1 terabyte of storage. So going off of that, if you're gonna do something like use Final Cut Pro, I'm gonna say you can use Final Cut Pro and you can edit 4K videos on this MacBook. It performs very well, but my issue with it is, like I said, there's not a lot of storage. I already have to use this external storage on my Pro, so if you're gonna get this computer and edit with it, you definitely need that. Also, there is only one USB 3 port. The USB 3 is gonna be faster, so you definitely wanna use the one closest to the screen if you're going to be importing files and things like that. Also, there's not any SD card slot on this computer, so you need one of those little dongle things. Something else I wanted to do was compare it to my MacBook Pro, because I've been talking about it a lot in this video. Here they are side by side. I have the 14-inch Pro, and then this computer is 13 inches, so you can kind of see the difference in size. It's not a huge difference, but this computer definitely feels a little bit more like dainty and cute compared to the Pro. It's definitely a bit thinner and a lot lighter. As you saw in the beginning of this video, I couldn't even open it without it like sliding away from me because it's just so light. And as you can see with them side by side, these are my 2 moods. It's kind of like having the best of both worlds. So that leads me into kind of like my summary of this computer and who this is really for. So obviously, if you're still watching this video, you might be wondering, is this a good computer and should you buy it? I'm gonna say yes, it is a genuinely really good computer, especially considering the price. This is way better than, dare I say, a lot of the PCs out there for this price. This is just a great computer. If you need something to do basic computer tasks easily, this is gonna do that for you. Not too long ago, MacBooks used to be known for sounding like a freaking helicopter and like they're gonna take off into the air when you would like launch Safari. Not actually, but you get what I'm saying. That used to be a meme. That is not the case anymore. Gone are the days of any laggy Macs. I kind of think that's why this is called the MacBook Neo, because Neo does mean new, and this is like a new era of MacBooks because it's basically setting a new standard. So I would recommend this MacBook for people like students, or if you need a work laptop, or if you just like to kind of write in your pastime. I don't know what you do with your life, but it's really good good for those everyday computer things. It's a very lifestyle MacBook, and I would say it's also a really good secondary device. I have a lot of duplicate Apple products, and I would say this is a very good complement to my Pro. So if you're someone that is an Apple fanatic like me and you already have a better MacBook, it's kind of like a luxury if you decide to get it. Because say you don't want to bust out the heavy MacBook Pro and you just want to lounge in your bed with a cute little pink laptop, this will get you there. And I cannot stress enough, like, this is such a good deal for the price. The fact that you get that classic MacBook experience for such a cheap price in comparison to Apple, that is seriously game changing. It just has some limited features. Another thing that I forgot to mention is the keyboard is not backlit, so if you're using this at night, that might kind of bother you. Even though it does have some limited features, it also has the high-end features of a classic Apple product. For example, the screen is still beautiful. It's that liquid retina display and it's just so crispy. This MacBook really just feels so Apple-y. Like, I don't know how else to explain it other than that. Apple is so good at creating a whole vibe when you use their products. Plus, I just love that they're giving an option to people that just want a good computer that's not like $1 million. But I would say if you can, you should probably get the 512GB version because this is gonna run out of storage really quick. And also that model has the Touch ID on this button here. But I will say for the cheapest option, it still impressed me, which is pretty crazy. Let me know, would you guys get the MacBook Neo or did you get one? I honestly got this just to unbox her, but kind of want to keep her. And lastly, before we go, this video is sponsored by Sagelle. I've been making digital downloads and theme packs for your iPhone for about 2 years now, but now we have phone cases. This is our first iconic case. This is the Matcha Girly case. This swirl took me forever to perfect, and I just love the way that it turned out. It has this nice glossy texture to it, and what I love the most is every case comes with a free theme pack so that your phone can match on the outside and on the inside. I mean, really, just what a concept. So if you want to check out my cases and refresh your phone every single month, just go to sagelle.com. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed looking at Mrs. MacBook Neo. Make sure you subscribe if this was helpful. I'm gonna go play with my MacBook now.